Particularity of here. Here we are in Porto Venere, okay? And we are in front of the Palmari Island. This one is the island. So between Porto Venere and the island there is just short piece of water of the sea. And you turn out of Porto Venere and you enter in the open Mediterranean Sea. You still go to the north and you arrive in front of the Cinque Terre National Park. Okay? So now it's protected. There is a part of the sea, the water is protected, and the land around Cinque Terre is protected. So Cinque Terre means 5 lands, okay? 5 small villages of fishers, okay? People that survived just fishing. They were isolated from the rest of the nation of Italy. That it's a young nation. Centuries and centuries ago, this region geographically is very particular because you have mountains, high mountains, and in front of you there is the sea. So people that lived in these villages were isolated from the rest of people all around. Okay, they have the mountains back and the sea in front. So they survived fishing and working the hills and the mountains in some small terraces. So the architecture of Ligurian people, that were the native people of this area, is very, very particular and good. For this reason now that area is protected. Is not just a national park, but it's human heritage. Cause the architecture of the area. So before, for centuries, people in these villages were isolated from the rest. So they have not contact with other people, okay, with different genes. So they mix it inside the same population. So they get very short, and the anatomy and the shape of that people is different from people from north of Italy, and there are just maybe 200-300 kilometers of distance. They are very different. It's the same. I give you an example. The Odyssey, the book of Homero that spoke about Ulysses, the traveler, the Mediterranean Sea. When he arrived in the actual Sicily, he didn't know that the name of that island was Sicily, but it was an island, okay? And they found the skeleton of an elephant. Sicily, millions of years ago, was in touch of Africa, so in Sicily there were elephants. When Sicily get away and became an island, elephants still living there, but they became a small population in the island, so they were isolated, and the shape of that elephant became smaller of the rest of the elephants in the world in Africa. So when people arrived there, they found some skeleton of elephant, and they found the testa.
Skull.
Yeah, so that was big enough to be of a big human, but was not so big to that people to think that that was of an elephant. So they invented the legend of the Cyclops, the huge human with one eye, because that had a hole in the middle, and they think that was a huge human behind with just one eye, but no, that was for the nose of the elephant, okay? And the same is about people when they get isolated and they stay isolated from the rest of people, okay? They don't mix the genes, and so that is what happened.
Thank you.